Hi, I'm Joshua Alexander, mental health freedom fighter, and I want to talk about the healing process and healing mental illness for the long haul, right? For a lifetime, truly healing it and being free from it. There's a lot of trends in the health realm that people try that people say will be good for mental illness. A few things I've heard people talk about the gut health, right? The immune system, your gut. They say that affects your mental health. It doesn't. There are people with literally the worst guts imaginable, just like rotting, rancid foods in their guts, full of funguses and bad bacteria. And they're sharp. They're sharp as a tack. They're smart. They're able to function. They're able to live their lives. So you hear, oh, like you need protein. That's a big one you hear. You need protein. Protein is why you're sick. Meanwhile, the whole world is drowning in protein, eating protein all day, every day. And that has nothing, that's not what's creating mental illness symptoms. It can worsen it because it doesn't allow the brain to get what it needs over time, but it's not causing it, right? So there's all these trends that people say, just basically doctors or people in the health realm, practitioners, basically just coming up with an idea and then marketing it. And it doesn't actually help. And I've circled around and around down the drain of the health trends for many years until I found real answers. And you learn when you've been through it that long that how the trends work and how they prey on the hope of the chronically ill, and they don't actually produce results. So it's very important to learn the principles from the real information, the original source of the information about what causes mental illness, which is the medical community information. It's the only health source that told what is actually causing that toxic heavy metals are behind mental illness symptoms, and that viruses play a role in mental illness symptoms as well. And that's original medical community information. If you've heard that other trends out there mentioning toxic heavy metals, it originally came from medical medium and just isn't being cited back, or they didn't know where it came from. They heard it from somewhere else, So it's important to go to the original source and actually learn the material, to invest the time in the material, because it takes time to heal, and it's detailed information, and the details matter when you're healing. You have to understand the details about how the tools work, what symptoms they're addressing, so that you can keep progressing in your healing, because it's a long process, and it's not a quick fix, right? So the trends out in health, they're all one size fits all. Whatever it is, whatever the person's stick is, they're like, this is the answer for everyone, right? Whatever, like high fat. High fat is the answer for everyone. No matter what you have, no matter who you are, no matter what life situation is, just bombarding your body with fat is going to solve everything. Like, that's how the trends are. One size fits all, right? Medical community information is not like that. It tells you what's going on, what's causing specific symptoms, different levels of severity of symptoms, specific tools. You can customize it into your life situation, and there's thousands of protocols, and people implement it differently based on their needs. So it's very complex information. There's 8 books, medical books, and they're thick. they're huge books, and I've read all 8 cover to cover, and it's important to spend time and just expect that it's going to be a long road, and it's going to be something to do for a lifetime, and start implementing the tools as you're working with your life situation over time, and healing, and each year getting stronger and stronger and better as I have. And I've been following the information for over 9 years now. And it's a wonderful thing to have that consistency and to be able to work within the framework of those principles of knowing what's actually going on. Because when I was sick, before finding medical community information, you don't really know what's going on, and all the trends are saying different things, and you're kind of like a bottle bouncing around at sea, just like bouncing around with the waves, going in different directions. Keep wasting energy trying things and not getting results. And it's a very difficult place to be in, to be lost like that. And the health hacks and the talking heads of health on the internet and the podcast doctors and the health hacks, they're basically just trying to give you quick results, and they're not sustainable. A lot of these trends are not sustainable. You might get some short benefits, like the high fat thing. Someone who's eating standard American diet, they might get some benefits, taking out some processed foods and cleaning up their diet a little bit. They might start to get a little bit of benefits, but hack results are not long-term results. Eventually, they're going to get worse again, and they're going to be left with their symptoms, but be more worn out. Their body's going to be more worn out and more depleted. So it's important to really be diligent about what information you're going to follow, and look into the details, because the details matter. And look at something that has a track record of decades of healing people, which is important. Science is supposed to be based on something. It's supposed to be based on long-term studies of large populations. That's not how it works in health. In health, it's basically just theories. In conventional medicine, it's just theories with nothing measurable, nothing seen in a lab. It's just theories. And then alternative health, it's just made up, literally made up. It's nuts. The oxalate theory, the lectin theory, the nightshade theory, the immune system's in your gut theory. No one ever saw everyone's immune system in their gut. It's literally just made up by probiotic companies and gut powder companies. That's the insanity of the health realm that we live in, and in the world we live in. And if you've been in it long enough, you eventually learn that. You've been bounced around, smacked around, harmed long enough by these trends. You eventually learn that no one knows what they're talking about. It's all just funded garbage. And eventually, when you find the one true source of health information, the medical medium information, it's like a breath of fresh air. You actually finally have a path, and you have principles that you could follow, and you can rebuild your life on. And it's so different. It's such a difference to have real answers. So you can heal. It's possible. Just takes applying yourself to learn the information, implementing the tools every day, staying consistent, keeping the faith when life gets challenging and we have setbacks. Keep moving forward, and you can heal. God bless you.